All right, sports fans, here we are with Coach Brendan Foley of the Chipola Indians. Coach, how you doing today?
Great. How are you?
Fantastic.
Good.
Got a game coming up tonight. We're filming this on December 11th, and we're hosting Red Devils Academy tonight at 7:00, which is a what did we decide that was? Is that a prep deal?
Prep school, yeah.
Okay,
Prep
all right.
school.
And we had some games this weekend, and it was bound to happen sometime in your coaching career. One little misfire. We're now 11-1. I know you never wanted to lose a game your entire career, but it had to happen. And I know no coach ever wants to lose, but this is preseason. These games, I mean, they count, but they don't count as far as us going to state or us going to nationals or anything. So, tell us about the loss. I mean, a 5-point loss to Palm Beach, which is a really good team.
Yeah, no, they're a good team, and I didn't think we came out with our sense of purpose and sense of urgency wasn't what it was supposed to be in the first half. When we trailed by 18 at one point, going to halftime down 10. We averaged 97 a game points, and we scored 34 in the first half, so that's well below what we normally do. And I challenged them at halftime, and I thought they responded well. I kind of got them refocused. The energy kind of picked up. Our sense of urgency picked up. And we played a lot harder.
Right.
And we
outscored them in the second half, but it wasn't enough because we were down so far at that.
We narrowed the gap to 3 multiple times, and we just couldn't get over the hump. Nothing went the way in our favor, and sometimes it's like that. And then, you put them on the free throw line a bunch. We're normally the team that shoots more free throws, and they shot 35. So it's tough to win games when you're trying to climb out of a hole. So hats off to them. They played well, and we had our chances. Like I said, we cut it to 3, and just couldn't get over that hump. So, it's not going to define our season, but it'll be a good learning change for us. We'll learn and get better. And I told them after the game, guys, this is you get what you deserve. And I told them before the game, the target on your back gets bigger each game, and if you don't go in ready to play, you're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's kind of what happened to us. So learn from it, get better from it. It's failure.
And the conference season is so grueling. I mean, you play twice a week with an occasional week off, and there's 12 games, right?
Correct.
And so if you've never lost coming into the conference, and you kind of get this misconception that you're unbeatable, and you lose a game, I mean that can really hurt you. So I'm saying I think it's okay that we lost, and hopefully we did respond well in the second half and showed some guts, and I hope our team will learn from it. So.
No, I think we have a great group of kids, and we've said that all along. So you just can't get too comfortable, and this will tighten things back up, and like I said, it won't define us. We'll get better from it. We'll learn, and we'll grow as a team.
Yeah, absolutely. So we had another game in the games this weekend. We played St. Petersburg, and obviously we did really well, 88-60 versus St. Pete. Any standout performances that night?
Keyshawn Bruton led us in scoring, and he's kind of been our leading scorer. He scored in double figures 11 out of 12 games. He had 24 that night. He played really well. It was a great team win, though. I thought it was our best defensive effort. We came out of the gates, and we were up 49-25 at half.
Man.
For the game, they shot 25% from the field, 25% from 3. So I thought it was our best defensive team effort. But Sheck Fay, he played really well off the bench. He gave us 16, and I think at one point in the first half he hit 4 consecutive threes. And that's kind of what we knew, recruited him as. And when he got here, he was going to be kind of our best shooter. And he struggled early on. He came off an injury before he came here and hasn't played in a game in over a year. And started the year struggling, shooting like less than 20% from 3, and now he's shooting 42%. Wow. So it's encouraging because he's worked so hard, and he's such a good kid that, I know the team was thrilled for him to kind of get him going. But Batumba had 11 points. Batumba Baruti, Laquan Butler had 11 points. And, like we say, that's the thing about us. You never know which guy's going to step up. We have so many different scoring threats and good players.
Right.
It's fun to coach them. And I thought we were clicking on all cylinders that night. We shot almost 50% from the field, 43% from three. We scored 88 points, 49 in the first half. So it was a good win. Held them to 60 for the game, and St. Pete's traditionally a really good team. I think they won the state tournament 2 or 3 years ago. Went to nationals. Represented Florida.
They're always in it. Absolutely.
So, like I said last week, Coach Crumbly, I got so much respect for him, and his teams year in year out are always very tough to beat.
Right.
So we played really well that day.
Good. Well, good win. So coming up, we've got Red Devils Academy like we talked about, and then this weekend on the 14th and 15th, we have a couple of games with Southern Union and South Georgia Tech. And there's a schedule update. The women's game on Friday the 14th was canceled, and so we're dropping our time back to 5 p.m.
Correct.
Rather than 7 p.m. So come out and see the Indians play Southern Union at 5 p.m. on Friday the 14th, and then Saturday we've got South Georgia Technical College at 5 o'clock, and the girls will be up at 3 on that day.
Yep.
So. Coach, tell us a little bit about. We were walking in here today. We're up in the president's box and we're looking at this beautiful gym. Just give us your impression of what it's like to have such a wonderful, home court that it's just got a lot of history, and the crowds aren't great in November because it's still football season and hunting season, but. When Panhandle Conference comes around, this place it'll be rocking. But what's it like to coach and play in this building?
It makes a huge difference, and because junior college athletics, not every team has a foundation and fan base and support system that Chipola has. I mean, it's everybody in the world knows Chipola. It's through all their athletics, and that's everyone's successful, but. It's nice to be able to bring a recruit or a family here, and a place like Chipola takes pride in their gym and facilities and makes it nice. It makes a huge difference.
Right.
And I've been on both ends of the spectrum. I was at another school in Florida, and we'd come play here, and it would be like, oh, we're going to Chipola. Like on the outside looking in, it's like the Mecca. So
really,
it definitely makes a difference, and to have fans and the energy in this place and. Our guys feed off that. They like it. So it's great. We're excited for Panhandle play and for this gym to get filled and for them to have a chance to see our team and our product.
Right. That's great. This place has been here since 1974, and we named it after Milt Johnson, probably in the early 90s, who was, the coach that coached here for the longest of any coach and did a great job, kind of put Chipola on the map. But it is a beautiful facility, and we're redoing the Appreciation Club hospitality room because it was a little crowded in there, so we're expanding that to give our boosters a little more elbow room so they can enjoy some refreshments during the game, and hopefully that'll be in place for conference season. And again, if you're interested in joining the Appreciation Club, you can call Natalie Foley or go to ChipolaAthletics.com and find out about that. It's $250. You get 4 passes. Refreshments for all the games, and you get into all Chipola athletic events for the entire year. So it's a really great deal. Coach, we've already talked about the holiday season, but you're going to let your guys go home for a little while and enjoy their families, and then we'll come right back. And on Sunday the 30th, we'll be playing in Panama City, Coastal Alabama. And then the next day on New Year's Eve, we'll be playing Gordon State College. So a couple little pre-conference tune-ups there. You know anything about those teams?
They're normally pretty good.
Yeah.
We normally go to that classic every year after Christmas. It's good. Like we talked about, you get to kind of play the rust off from having 10 days off or a week off. But those teams will be good. They'll certainly keep us on our toes and give us a good run. It'll be a great. Both teams are really good, and then following week we play Shelton State at home, who's top 25 in the country. From Tuscaloosa. So we got 3 really good games to get us ready for Tallahassee.
Right. And where are we ranked right now, Coach, in the state?
They come out again today, but
Okay.
last week we were 4th, and we
Okay.
were ranked 18th nationally.
Okay. All right. And of course, is Northwest number 1 in the state?
They were. They got upset
Oh, they
this
they got
weekend.
okay.
So they lost to Eastern Florida,
Okay.
and then the next day they turned around and played Florida Southwest, who was undefeated, and beat
Uh-huh.
them. So then they got a loss. So now Tallahassee's the only undefeated team left in the state.
Wow.
So Northwest has 1 loss. Florida Southwest has 1 loss. We have 1 loss. Daytona got beat, so now they got 2 losses.
Okay.
So,
Man.
and Northwest Florida, Tallahassee, Chipola, Daytona, Florida Southwest, 5 teams are all ranked top 25 nationally.
Wow.
So
fantastic. So again, the Panhandle Conference at the top of the state rankings and at the top of the national rankings. So it's going to be a tough go there, a challenging Panhandle Conference as always. So Shelton State on January 4th, and then January 9th, we play for all the marbles. Tallahassee right here, and then it goes all the way through February the 23rd. We finish up at Gulf Coast, and then we find out who makes the state tournament. And top 2 teams go to the state tournament, which will be in Central Florida again in Ocala.
Yep.
And we've been there quite a few times lately. We went last year with our what do we call them, the Fantastic Six or the
Magnificent Seven.
The Magnificent Seven. Yeah, we barely had enough to suit up and play a game, but did really well. And so hopefully this year we've got a dozen players.
Yeah.
And hopefully by the end of the season we'll have several who can still walk unassisted, and we'll make a really good showing. Well, Coach, we wish you the best for these games coming up and for the holiday season. You're going to get to go home and see your family?
Yeah, we are. I'm actually going up north to Ohio, so get a week of winter and maybe some snow.
Yeah. Great.
And we'll see both families. So
Good.
I'm excited to see family. I don't get to see them enough.
Right.
So excited. We'll get to see Natalie's family too.
Yeah.
So
Cool. All right. Well, Coach, good luck and happy holidays.
same to you guys. Thank you.